Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I love you. This week I'm taking you guys with me for a realistic what I read in a week. I haven't done a video like this, I don't think ever, or I haven't done like a reading vlog, just like come with me while I read for a week in a few months. So I decided it was high time. I am behind on my reading goal for the year, and I know that's not like the most important thing in the world, but I really want to read 100 books this year, and we're almost to the end of June, which means by the end of June I need to have read 50 books to like keep up with my, you know, stats and stuff, and I'm at like 42 books, I think 43 maybe, so I still have like a lot of books to read for the end of June. So this week my goal is to read like 3 or 4 books. I really have not been reading a lot the last like few weeks. I've just been super busy. We've had a lot going on just in life and busyness and weddings and all sorts of things because I'm a wedding videographer. Anyways, I really want to read a lot this week. The first really exciting thing is that The Housemaid is Watching came out like a couple days ago. I couldn't find it at my local Walmart, so I'm leaving in just a minute to go to Cincinnati for a soccer tournament for my sister, and I'm gonna see if I can find it at a Target or Walmart there. So that's gonna be the first book we read, so let's go. I am out of town currently, but my local Walmart did not have The Housemaid is Watching in stock. They literally sold out in one day because I didn't get the chance to go to the grocery store on release day. So now I am in Cincinnati and I am going into Walmart to see if they have it. Hopefully they do. Oh my gosh. It's the last one. Yes, it's the literal last one. Okay guys, I do not have the energy to sit up right now, but I am almost done with The Housemaid is Watching. We had a lot of hotel time today. I'm literally just chilling in bed right now, slugging, and I'm devouring this book. The first like half was honestly a little slow, just a little boring, but now it's getting crazy. The last 100 pages, like per usual with Frida McFadden books. So yeah, stay tuned for my final thoughts. For you guys, we were out of town this weekend taking my sister to a soccer tournament, and I read The Housemaid is Watching in one day. It was crazy. I'll give my review on it later, but I started The Storied Life of A.J. Thickery yesterday, I believe. I am 83 pages in. It's super quick. It's just a little, it's like 250 pages. It's gonna be very quick, and this is exactly the kind of book I need because I'm behind on my reading goal, first of all, which I know reading isn't a competition or anything, but I really want to get my reading goal, and I don't want to fall into another book slump because I was definitely in like a book slump for a few weeks when I was reading Emily Henry's books, when I was doing the video for that, because I don't know, I just felt pressured to read instead of just for fun. It felt like pressure, I guess. So I'm loving this so far. It's just so sweet. I love the writing. It's very different than anything I've read recently. I've been reading a lot of romance and fantasy, so reading more just like a fictional novel has been really great. So let's keep reading while we golf.
You know from the start that nothing's gonna break my love for you, baby. You can't keep me far away for long.
Hi guys, it is a couple of days later. It is Monday. I started The Housemaid is Watching and finished it, as you saw, on Saturday. So Saturday, we're gonna go like for this video Saturday to Saturday. So I finished this book in one day. I think I rated this like a 3.5. Honestly, it's my least favorite in the Housemaid series, which I had such high hopes for this book. And it was very bingeable. I read it in one day, like very quick. I just honestly didn't love it. The whole first like 3/4 of the book were so slow. Nothing was happening. It was just about our main characters, Millie and Enzo, and their life. It wasn't anything like mysterious even, really. Like there's a few, it didn't really feel like Frida McFadden, honestly, until the end, which was kind of disappointing for me. So this is just a 3.5. The twist was fine. It really wasn't anything crazy. I honestly kind of hated it. But because it's Frida McFadden, this gets a 3.5 for me. I also finished The Storied Life of AJ Victor yesterday. I started this on Saturday, finished it on Sunday, which was yesterday. Today is Monday, and I'm obsessed. 4.5 is what I'm rating this book. I get the hype. It's kind of sad, so keep that in mind. I did cry. It's just such a good story. Like, this is just good literary fiction. I haven't read very much literary fiction this year. I've been very into reading fantasy and romance, so reading something that's more kind of serious, has more reflections in it just on life and like such good quotes, was really refreshing. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. It's super short. It's under 300 pages. It's like 250 pages, I think, and I really love it. I love AJ Vickery. It really made me want to have a baby, kind of. If you read it, you know why. I don't know, it's just really cute, and it was just really, really reflective and really, really cool. A really, really good book. So that's really good. So I've read 2 books so far this week in literally 2 days, and I feel very proud of myself because I haven't like binge read any books in like a month, which is great. So now I have to figure out what to read next. I have a few options here. So there's the new Ali Hazelwood book, Not in Love. I just got this at Walmart actually the other day. I kind of want to read this. I haven't read a romance book. Well, I guess Emily Henry's romance. I don't know. I haven't read like an Ali Hazelwood romance in a few months, so I'm kind of in the mood for this. I also really want to read The Inheritance Game sometime soon, so I think I might start with this. This book is also kind of short. It looks like 350 pages, just kind of like a little breezy book. I think I'm gonna read this and then maybe read The Inheritance Games and see where we go from there, because I'm not really in like a fantasy mood right now. I have a lot of like fantasy to be read books on my shelf currently that I need to get to, but I just don't really feel like reading. So I think we're gonna start with Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. We'll see if we can finish this maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll be able to finish this in 2 days. That would be really exciting. I'm mostly just excited because I'm excited about reading right now. For like a month there, like middle of May to like beginning of June, I was just not excited about reading. Like, it just felt like a chore, and so the feeling of being excited about a book again is making me super happy. So let's read Not in Love. I have this little like sunroom bed here in my office that I honestly hardly ever use. It's basically just for guests, and it kind of gets used as a dumping ground for stuff that I need to put away, but right now it's actually clear. So I think I'm gonna read in this little bed for a little while. This cozy little nook. There's a little note at the beginning of this book from Ali that talks about how this is less of a rom-com and more of an erotic romance. Okay, not sure how we feel about that, but it just says that it contains more serious themes, and she wants to give us a heads up so we know what to expect. It's less lighthearted, I guess, so maybe I'm not in the mood to read this. I don't know, we'll see. And it's from the point of view of Rue and our main male character, Eli. It's from both point of views. I don't know if we've ever gotten that before, actually. Yeah, I don't think we have. I think we've only had one point of view in Ali Hazelwood books so far. So this is different for sure. Okay, you guys, so it is the next day now. It is Tuesday, I think. Tuesday. So you saw me start Not in Love yesterday by Ali Hazelwood. But I forgot that Ali Hazelwood is just a very spicy writer, and I'm not really in the mood to read that right now or try to skip over tons of spice scenes right now. So I actually picked up The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walter. I've heard a lot of great things about this. It's just a young adult like romance. I think it's a young adult romance. I'm pretty positive it's a young adult romance, so let's get into this instead. I started it last night. I'm on page 10. So let's read a little bit this afternoon before I go to pickleball and go to Isaiah's softball game. Okay, a little reading update for you. I am about 200 pages through The Summer of Broken Rules. It is now Wednesday. So yesterday I think I read like 100 200 pages, and now I only have like 100 pages left of this book. It is very young adult so far. Honestly, I'm not loving it. I mean, I like it. I feel like it's a good book. I'm just not loving. I feel like it's gonna be like a 3-star probably by the end. There's just a lot of, you know, young, the language, the writing is just very young, which is great for a younger audience. I think I would have enjoyed this a lot in high school. Romance is just like super, super quick. You know, they met like 3 days ago and they're already in love pretty much. So I don't know, it's pretty good. The plot is interesting. Kinda. I like the setting a lot. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling because I don't really know my thoughts on this very much. I like the setting a lot. I like the characters. There's just not a ton of depth to any of them yet, other than a few sad themes that are kind of going on throughout the book, actually. I mean, it's on the back of the book, but our main character, Meredith, her older sister died like a 1.5 years ago in this book. And so, you know, throughout the book, she's kind of talking about that being sad. It definitely made me tear up a couple times. I actually have a sister named Claire, and Claire's the sister who died, like, at the very beginning. We find that out. Like, I mean, it's on the back of the book. And it's just kind of sad to think about, you know, one of my siblings dying. So that had me a little emo last night. But other than that, it's just very not deep, super cute and fluffy. Fluffy is a good word I would use for sure. Super fast paced. Font is kind of big and the pages are just satisfying to flip through. I don't know, I love the aesthetic and everything of this book. I think I'm probably just gonna finish it real quick. It's the afternoon. Evening is when I read, so I'm taking a little break from work and from editing wedding videos, so I might just finish it real quick. We'll see what happens. I've finally been home for a couple days and it's been so nice just to read on my couch. I've been loving it. Finished the Summer Broken Rules just now. It's like 45 minutes later. I'm telling you guys, I had like 100 pages left and I finished it in 45 minutes, not even. It was super, super quick. I'm definitely rating this a 3 stars. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I don't want to rate it anything under a 2 and I don't want to rate it anything higher than 3. So I think 3 is exactly where it's gonna go. It was very predictable, very cute, very fluffy. The plot points were just not my favorite, but I liked it and I would definitely recommend this to like a younger reader. Probably like ages 14 to 18, I would say I would recommend this book for. It was cute, for sure. Just a little childish, honestly. It's just a little too immature for me, I think, for me to like love it, but I did like it. I loved the setting. I really liked the setting. It's set on the coast. Oh, it's actually set on Martha's Vineyard, at this like farm, this family farm. There's a wedding going on, there's property, like they have the whole property to themselves. They're playing this game of Assassin, which if you went to public high school, you know what Assassin is. I never played it, but my sisters have. And it's a really fun idea for a book for sure. So I liked it, did love it, and I would definitely recommend this to younger readers. Well, since it's only Wednesday, I still have 2 more days left in the week for my, you know, let's see how much I realistically read this week. I've read 3 books so far this week. They've all been kind of shorter, easier books so far, but it's been really nice. Now I'm kind of just like breezing through books very quickly and it's been a really good feeling. That's why I picked shorter books, shorter, easier books. Let's go pick out my next read. There is one book that's been on my TBR that I've had on my shelves for a while now that I think I'm in the mood to read. I kind of want to read like a dystopian sort of book. Not necessarily fantasy, but dystopian, you know? So I think the perfect book for that is going to be The Gracier. I'm kind of in just like a standalone mood right now. And, you know, I've heard a lot about this book. It is an instant New York Times bestseller, of course. A speculative YA thriller in the vein of The Hunger Games and The Power. No one speaks of the Gracier. It's forbidden. Okay, it says, in Garner County, girls are banished for their 16th year to release their magic into the wild so they can return purified and ready for marriage, but not all of them will make it home alive. Tierney James dreams of a better life, but as her own Gracier draws near, she quickly realizes that there's more to fear about the Gracier than the brutal elements and the poachers in the woods. Their greatest threat may very well be each other. I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood for something like a little scary, a little dystopian. We'll see. Next week, I for sure want to get into the Inheritance games. I have all 3 of these books, and that also seemed like a good vibe. So yeah, I think we're gonna start with this though, to wrap up this week of reading. So let's get into it. Hello you guys, another book update for you. I kind of ended up reading a lot of the Gracier yesterday and into the night, so it is now Saturday, the last day of this realistic read with me for a week video, and I'm gonna sit down and finish this book. I have about 100 pages left and I'm just horrible. Maybe I'm just bad at booktube. I'm really bad at like updating you while I'm reading the book because I tend to get consumed with the book and just want to finish it. It's pretty good so far, I would say. It's definitely a little darker than I expected it to be. It's kind of mysterious. It's definitely dystopian is what I would say. And it is YA for sure, but there are some kind of darker themes throughout the book. There's confusing themes going on, like we're not sure what's real, what's not, which I kind of hate that kind of trope, honestly. Like, I really like to know what's going on. Like, if it's a mystery, that's fine. A mystery is fine, but when it's a more abstract concept book, I don't know, it just annoys me because I wish that we had some conclusive answers. So let's just finish the book and see how this ends. Say hello to my dear friends. These are Isaiah's trophies, whatever, I don't know, his bucks that he's killed the last few years. Just finished the Gracier. This book is crazy. I'm gonna rate it a 4 because I haven't read a book like this in a long time that has deeper messages throughout it in a very mysterious, dystopian kind of way about society. I did enjoy it. I read it very quickly, which I guess is always a good sign because it keeps you on the edge of your seat. I hated the ending. That's all I'm gonna say. Absolutely hated the ending, so that's something to just warn you about if you are going into this book with high expectations. It is very good, but the ending sucks. I guess a lot of dystopian books endings suck though, so anyways, I hope you had a great time. That's gonna end off this vlog of a realistic what I read in a week. I read a lot of books this week, actually. You know, a few weeks ago I was not reading this many books in a week. You know, it ebbs and flows. Sometimes I read 1 book in a week, sometimes I read 4. You know, it just depends on what I'm reading and, you know, how busy I am with life. So I hope you enjoyed watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!